walking. We never stop learning how to walk the walk. The ability to stand upright on their 2 feet in order to walk gave our ancestors an evolutionary advantage. Almost all other species, bearing birds and marsupials, are quadrupeds. Walking on 2 legs instead of four freed our arms and hands to make things, weapons for the hunt, and implements for the hearth. It enabled us to lift and carry away small children from approaching danger, ensuring the survival of our species. The evolutionary history of walking did not stop in those prehistoric times but continues to the present day when this activity plays a crucial role in our lives. Not so long ago, getting from place to place on a daily basis entailed walking, which was as normal as eating or breathing. With the advent of labor saving technology such as automotive transport, physical exertion has been minimized, at least for urban dwellers. We lead increasingly sedentary lives, creating the paradox of the fitness enthusiast who drives a car or rides a two-wheeler to a gym to pound the treadmill for an hour or two to burn off calories. Medical science warns us that in order to remain healthy, we must perform a special ritual called physical exercise, and the consensus is that the best form of exercise for people of all ages is walking as an aid to reduce excess weight and lower cholesterol and blood sugar levels. Apart from comfortable shoes, walking requires no special equipment. But how much walking need we do? The urban myth that you should walk 10,000 steps a day owes its origin to a marketing ploy devised by a Japanese company which makes pedometers. Depending on one's age and general physical condition, most healthcare professionals advise 30 minutes of walking at least 5 times a week at a moderate pace. That is the walk up call for all of us. No matter what we do for a living, that is our walk in life. Thank you very much.